Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Darren Lamont Edwards, lead pastor of United Believers Community Church. I want to thank you for joining me in this virtual Bible lesson. Hey, in about 5 minutes, I want to share with you why your prayers don't work. I want to share with you what you can do to improve your prayer life and give you 5 reasons you need to think about perhaps why you're talking to God but seem like you're not getting a ready response. So if you're ready for the word, just type into the comments, I'm ready for the word. Let me help you in 5 minutes to improve your prayer life. Let's go. Well, the first reason why prayer doesn't work for you is because of prayerlessness. That simply means you already have an answer before you allow God to send his answer. That's what James 4:2 says, is that you already know what you're going to do while you're waiting on God to do, at least in your mind. See, when you understand prayer, you understand it's already done. You just want God to reveal to you what he's already done in the process of your life. But because you want to take control, you have prayerlessness. That's what James 4:2 says, that you desire and don't have, so you murder. You already put in your mind murder is going to get you the response you want before God sends an answer. You already know that fighting and quarreling will get you a response that you want instead of waiting to obtain it from God. And that's why the text says you do not have because you do not ask. Notice how God does it. He says, listen, you rather do this than wait on me. You rather do this than wait on me. And the real reason you don't have it because you don't ask me first. God is on the list. He's just not first on your list. And that's what prayerlessness means. Let's go. Another reason why prayer doesn't work for you is because of unconfessed sin. You got to communicate with God. God knows your heart. God knows you. God saw you. But you want to talk to God with all that unconfessed sin in your life. Child of God, let me help you. Psalm 66 verse 18 makes it clear that you got to get rid of the barrier and the blockage so that God can bless your life. As long as you keep the barrier and the blockage, the answer cannot be received by you. God cannot bless, as some people say, a mess. But let me go further than that to say God cannot send an answer with unconfessed sin in your life. So prayerlessness, unconfessed sin. But number 3, you are just selfish. God already knows your motivation, even though he sees your movement, the motion, your motive. God already knows what you're going to do before you do it, child of God. You ask and don't receive because you ask wrongly. God said, I already know your passions. I already know if I give this to you, how you're going to respond. So why don't you fix your motivation so that God can send you what you know you need, God knows you need, but he can't send it to you because he knows your real motivations behind it. So child of God, you got to fix yourself so that God can bless you in what you're asking him for. So listen, prayerlessness, am I blessing you? Unconfessed sin, am I blessing you? Selfish motivation, you know God knows what's going on with you. But watch this 4th one. Broken relationships. As long as you got problems horizontally, God cannot bless you vertically. See, that's the symbol of the cross. The answer to prayer is that you must resemble the cross. You got to have right relationships with the people you deal with so that God can bless you rightly in prayer. And as long as you have broken relationships, you can never get what you need from God. Listen, your relationship with God is never broken. Your fellowship with God can be broken, but not your relationship. Your fellowship can, but not the relationship. My relationship with God is based upon the continuum of justification, sanctification, glorification. That's what it's based upon. But listen, my relationship with God is never broken. My fellowship with God is broken, but not my relationship. And that's why I don't get the answered prayer, because my fellowship with God is out of order. So I need to fix relationships with marriage and children and family so that I can get it right in heaven with God. And finally, a lack of faith. A lack of faith is another reason why your prayers are not answered. You just doubt, you waver. You think God's going to do it. He might do it. Those don't get answered from God. I come boldly to the throne of grace, Hebrews 4:16, and I ask God for what I know he can deliver, what he's able to do. As long as you're double-minded, the Bible says you're unstable in all of your ways. Nothing will work out right as long as you are double-minded, unstable with God. Say, did I bless you? So what did we talk about? We talked about in the final analysis, prayerlessness. The answer, God is on the list. He's not at the first of the list. That's prayerlessness. Unconfessed sin. That's the barrier and the blockage that'll keep you from being blessed. Selfish motivation. God already knows what you know, what you would do if he blessed you with that. Broken relationships. As long as you got fractured in things on the horizontal axis, God can't bless you on the vertical axis. Then finally, just a lack of faith. Man, you're unstable in all your ways. Get your faith together so God can bless you. Hey, this has been Pastor Edwards. I hope I blessed you in some way. Until next time.